Hard games are not as hard as you think. If you clicked on this video, it's because you always die at the beginning of the matches or spend hours hiding, afraid of the enemy. But don't worry, you're not a loser player just because of that. Like any other type of game, in hard games, you only need to use the correct techniques to win. Hi, Aldernaki here. In this video, I'll show you 5 simple and easy tips to win any hard game. They are 5 simple and easy tips that help both beginner players and pro players. So keep watching until the end to become an invincible player and beat all your enemies. 1. Do not be afraid. I know it sounds obvious, but when you play with fear, you spend too much time hiding, much more than you need to. You get desperate when the enemy appears, which makes you make wrong decisions and get captured. You fail to collect the items you need to escape, and you make no progress in the match. Unfortunately, many times in hard games you have to rely on luck. But even so, you still need to have attitude. You must face your fear and come out of your hiding place, search for the areas that will allow you to escape, solve the puzzles, and be an active player. Always be careful not to let the enemy catch you, pay attention to the environment to hear their footsteps, and always try to spot them before they see you if you feel they are nearby. If the enemy appears, run and hide, or if you have a weapon, use it against them. As I said before, unfortunately, many times you will have to count on luck, and not always will luck be on your side. Sometimes the enemy will catch you, but if you face your fear, take action and become a more active player, your matches will be faster and you will win more easily. And how do you overcome fear? Just remember that the game cannot hurt you in real life, it can only scare you. And don't worry, even if you lose, you can always restart the match and try again. Remember, it won't really hurt you, so there's no need to be afraid. 2. Keep the doors closed. Keeping the doors closed in a horror game brings many advantages. If the enemy appears, they will need to open the door again to continue moving through the game's map. Normally, when opened, doors make noise, so you will hear the enemy open it. This will give you time to attack if you have a weapon, escape to avoid being captured, or hide, reducing the chance of them catching you. Besides that, a closer door limits their field of view, so they won't see you and won't start chasing you, increasing your chance of winning. And if the enemy is already chasing you and you close the door before hiding, the AI will probably think you are not nearby, so they won't find you in your hiding spot. With all these strategies in mind, always remember to keep the doors closed in a horror game. But do you know what door you should never close? The door of opportunity to become an invisible player. For that, simply subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any game tips and will be ready to win any challenge. 3. Make noise in the right places. In hard games, it's usually best to stay silent, because if you make noise, the enemy will know where you are and come after you. But you can actually use this to your advantage. If you make noise in the right places, you can control where the enemy goes. They will move to the spot where you made the noise, allowing you to go somewhere else safely without the risk of being caught. This way, you can collect the items you need to escape and complete the game's puzzles. A good strategy is to make noise at the corner of 2 walls. You make the noise, wait for the enemy to come to a spot where you can see them but they cannot see you. When they appear, leave your hiding place, being careful so they do not see you, and while they're distracted where you made the noise, you move to the area you need. This is one of the best techniques to win a match in a horror game, making your gameplay much easier. 4. Do not open too many passages on your way. During a match, you might find some alternative passages along your path, like air ducts for example. They can help you escape from the enemy, reach places you've already been to more quickly, and so on. However, I advise you not to open these passages unless you really need to, either to escape from the enemy or to access an area where you can grab an essential item to win the game, because the enemy can use them to catch you. Remember tip 3? Many times you will need to make noise to distract the enemy in order to execute your strategy. You might expect the enemy to come from one direction, but they could appear from another, one of those passages you opened earlier, catching you by surprise. Usually, the AI is not programmed to open these alternative passages on its own. They can only use them after the player opens them. So avoid opening these extra passages as much as possible. This way, you will always know which route the enemy will take to reach the spot where you made noise, give you more control to execute your strategies or hide with a lower chance of being caught. I bet you've never seen a tip like this anywhere else. So, to avoid missing any other amazing tips that will make you an invincible player, give this video a like so I can bring more game tips to help you become an awesome player and beat every challenge in any game. 5. Increase screen brightness. Horror games tend to be darker or use darker colors in their map environments, which makes it difficult to see the areas you need to escape, the doors that lead to other areas, or even the enemy, allowing them to catch you. But if you increase your screen brightness, you'll be able to see better in the game. This will help you find the areas you need to complete your objectives, spot the enemy when they appear, increasing your chance of escaping, and reduce eye strain, helping you play more effectively. All these 5 easy and simple tips will help you win any horror game much more than you think. They make all the difference in your gameplay. But remember, keep in practice, don't give up, and give yourself time to evolve. You don't need to improve overnight, and most importantly of all, before worrying about improving, focus on having fun first. After all, that's what games are for. If I help you, don't forget to give your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any game tips that will make you an invincible player. But there's no point in being an invincible player if you don't have good games to play. I have the perfect game recommendation for you. Click on the video appearing on the screen and discover the incredible game that awaits you. See you soon!